Solyanka. It's a Russian soup made from pickles and cured meats. Forget nuclear warheads, espionage technology, or cruise ship's anime girl figurine collection. This was the true secret Russia was keeping behind the Iron Curtain all these years. So don't be a suka, let's make the supa. Is my video still going to get demonetized even though I swore in a foreign language? Okay, to begin, grab yourself a nice big soup pot, place it on the stove, set it over medium-high heat. After that heats up a bit, let's add 1 pound of roughly chopped bacon. Man, in an alternate universe where communism never took over Russia, them Slavs be dummy thick. Stir it around. Once enough fat has rendered out from the bacon, let's add 8 ounces of cubed ham steak and 1 pound of Polish kielbasa sliced into little thick medallions like this. Cook until you get a crisp on everything. Excuse me while I defog my other camera. Okay, everything's nice and crisped up. Move everything to a plate. Oh yeah, use a slot spoon to grab all the meat out because we're going to be using our fat drippings to fry up our mirepoix. I have here in this bowl 1 onion diced and 1.5 cups of diced carrots and diced celery. Very carefully, add this to our bowl. Now, this is the part where I tell you to sprinkle in some salt, but here's the thing. The meat and the pickles and olives, which you'll see in a moment, and the brine, which you'll also see in a moment, contain a lot of salt, and it is just not necessary to add that much saltiness. Hey, CRJ coming to you from post-production. You're actually going to need some salt, but only 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Like I said, there's plenty of salt in the other ingredients we are going to be using. Cook all this stuff down until it reduces in size. Okay, our veggies resemble current year Hollywood, cooked and a shadow of their former selves. Our next ingredient we'll be adding is 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Alright, once we get some color and the veggies sweat down a bit more, let's add about 2.5 pounds of chopped red potatoes. I'm going with red potatoes because you can cook them for hours and they'll still retain their original shape. So there's no need to do some sort of complex culinary calculus to time when to add your potatoes to the soup. Oh, and make sure you turn the heat down to medium-low. Let's add our meats back in. And now for our main characters. 1.5 cups of diced pickles. And 1 cup of sliced pitted green olives. Next, let's add enough beef broth to cover. Taking too long. Good thing I bought a spare. Let's add 1 more liquid. 1 cup of our pickle brine. The high school down by where I live is having some sort of pep rally. Hopefully their stupid loud drums don't show up on the audio. Now, even though this soup does originate from the widest place in the world that isn't Brentwood, it still features a few spices, so let's add some. 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1.5 teaspoons of onion powder, and 1 tablespoon of paprika. Cannot forget the herbs. Let's add in 2 ounces of fresh chopped dill and 2 bay leaves. Alright, bring this to a boil over high heat. Alright, our soup has come to a boil. This camera overheated, so I'm using my phone. Reduce the heat down to medium-low and slap on the lid. And let that simmer for 50 minutes. Oh god, please unfry quickly. I need to film a YouTube short. Okay, our soup is looking good. It's almost done. We just need to add 1 more thing. 8 ounces of shredded cabbage. The reason why we're adding the cabbage now instead of sooner is because we could have overcooked it, which ended up making it taste nasty, and it would have stunk up my kitchen, which would end up smelling like Denny's bathroom after the breakfast rush. Another 8 to 10 more minutes. Okay, alright, our soup is finally done, but let's taste it for some seasoning. See, I told you didn't need salt, apart from that 1/4 teaspoon I told you to add in post-production. Serve it in a bowl, top it off with sour cream and a little extra dill, and dig in. Oh man, this is the best Ukrainian soup I've ever had. Yeah, Russia, it hurts when someone steals your culture and passes it off as someone else's. Anyway, this has been Chase Cuttin Kitchen. I'm CRJ, making cooking fun, and meaning it this time.